Hello everyone, and welcome to part 8 of the Halo campaign walkthrough series. My name is the Dominator of the World, and I will be taking you through level 4, which is called the Silent Cartographer, I believe.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out swinging. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines!
So the level starts off pretty perfectly. You fight the Covenant right after you land. It's basically an invasion you're doing on the Covenant, which is quite different since the Covenant is usually the winning force in this entire game. You do have to be careful in Heroic because the Covenant do hit pretty hard. There's very little cover except for these big rocks that the Covenant will flank you. They will flank you if you hide behind them, so you do have to be careful about that. Let's see. There are going to be a couple of elites. Thankfully, none of them are red. You can use some of those plasma shields, or whatever they are, to hide from the plasma barrages. There will be more elites and more jackals and more grunts as you go, but you have a ton of marines at the beginning, so they'll help you, and luckily they don't die very easily in this part of the level. So they are pretty useful, and it is kind of beneficiary for you to keep them alive so that you can use them for later on in the level, which I will need to do, and you will see that later on in the level. So once you finish killing all of those guys, you can do what I do.
You know our motto. We deliver.
Indeed. Fellhammer is going to bring you a warthog after you finish this, and it's going to be where you finish it that she brings it, so you don't need to like walk away like I'm going to do. But she's going to bring it over there. You're going to need to get in that warthog, and you're going to run into the problem of having computer-operated marines fighting for you while you drive, which is not very safe.
Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Thankfully, your shields aren't affected that much whenever you're in a vehicle and you're being shot at. So it's not it's still problematic, but it's not as much danger as you would think it would be in Heroic. Of course, the Marines are as inept at shooting as ever. They cannot shoot at all. Of course, they wouldn't have been able to drive like I just did, would they? So, it's in levels like these that I recommend you play with another person to finish it, because it's better for someone that's actually alive to be in the gunner seat instead of a computer. Since the computer obviously cannot tell when to shoot at an enemy. There I kind of just ran into a plasma grenade after splattering a grunt, and that kind of killed me. You do have to watch out for the grunts, since they do tend to throw plasma grenades in Heroic and Legendary mode. And the plasma grenades will kill you. That's the entire point of them. Alright, so after you finish killing this bunch of Covenant, which should be pretty easy to do. I mean, you're in a freaking car with a ton of guns. You just keep going along the path in a relatively straight line. This entire island you're on is a basic circle, so it's not really a maze, so to speak, as long as you stay on the coast, which you don't need to do for a certain part, but I will show you through later on. Alright, there are a lot of rocks and trees which will slow down your progress unless you're an excellent driver like me, eh? But again, keep going straight, and you'll see this small narrow path. There will be Covenant along the way everywhere you go, since this is an infested island. Eventually you'll run into this structure. This structure is the place you need to go. It's a map room. However, something is gonna happen inside the map room once you breach it, where you can't really help it. Inside this room there are a ton of elites. There's one red and 2 blue, I think. But outside there are also several elites and several grunts. Again, watch out for the grunts, since that one basically just threw a plasma grenade, and others can do so too. Luckily, my gunner isn't as much of an idiot as I thought, and thankfully, since you're in a car, you can easily zoom away or drive away quickly so that you can regain health without being worried about getting shot. So just drive around a couple of times so your gunner can kill everything that's outside, and eventually you can try to take the Warthog inside and try to get your gunner to kill what's inside. I tried to do that. Unfortunately, since this wasn't heroic, my gunner wasn't able to take the heat, and he lost a lot of health because of it. In the end, he ended up with 1 health bar in the very end. I also try to take the gunner seat and try to shoot my way through, but I cannot. I would have lost way too much health trying, and I probably would have died, making this video even longer. So I'm gonna have a very long firefight with these elites. Yes, that's why I recommend whenever you fight elites, especially in elite groups like this, you use a lot of plasma grenades and you use needlers. You see there, I just stuck an elite, which brought 1 less, and eventually I'm going to grab a needler and just end it all. Of course, your Marines don't know that it's time to get out of the Warthog and try to fight with you. Of course, they don't know that. It's pretty good to have a lot of grenades in this area, since the red elite is really mobile. He's very evasive. In fact, I think there's 2 red elites. Oh no, wait, that's only 1. I can't see. So, and since I do lose health pretty fast in heroic, or the shields go down pretty fast, I do have to take cover a lot, which I didn't have to do in normal or easy most of the time. But I do appreciate the challenge. Level 4, thankfully, is so not as hard as level 3, or else I wouldn't have been able to take the insanity. I would have simply gone crazy, and I would have lowered the difficulty level, making this less amusing in your case, but less fun in mine. Alright, so the red elite is all that's left, and I'm pretty low on ammo right now for my assault rifle. So eventually you'll see me switch to the needler, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Wait, yes I am. Alrighty, come on, let's kill this red elite quickly. Die. Die.
The Covenant
Yes.
are putting up a real fight.
You could just hit him.
Cartographer must be here.
That's
My
the
analysis
easier way to kill him.
indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
Okay. Don't waste your time. Unfortunately, you do have to go down. However, they're just gonna lock the doors, and you'll have to go back up and
Don't
go
let
around the
them lock
island
the doors.
more. Human. Alright, there's gonna be a pretty big amount of grunts, 3 to 4, and 1 elite that you actually have to fight. There is also 1 with a sword, but he won't fight you, I think.
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there.
Okay, I don't care what they say anymore. There's too much talking in this level, and it's interfering with my commentary. So after that, while they're talking, you should go back up and enter the Warthog again. Hopefully both of your Marines are still alive, and they can operate both of the driver's seat and the gunner. Once you go outside, there might be a bit of Covenant on the ground from where you're at, and you will have to fight them. Of course, that will be in the next video, since this is basically the end of this video. And I really hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please press the thumbs up button, subscribe, like the video, or wait, I just said that. Okay, subscribe, and
We need to find the security
comment.
override to get this door
Yeah,
open.
whatever, do whatever. Subscribe to everything that you see. So, I will see you next time. I do have more content, and I will hopefully do it some tomorrow and the day after. I will see you guys next time.